Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses on Maddening on an exercise bike. When last we left off, we had done some paralogs, auxiliaries. It wasn't particularly interesting, and this episode will not be any more interesting either. We're just basically going to go around the castle, run around, plant some things, get up some more supports, and yeah, basically that. Something that happened to me this morning was really quite frustrating, actually. That somebody was asking a question on Reddit, and it just came up on my front page in the Three Houses sub. So on my general front page, which just completely spoiled the end of this run. And they put a spoiler tag next to it. So what the fucking point is there in having a spoiler tag if you're just going to tell anybody who's part of that sub or has been on it the ending? So that's taken something of the sheen off with this, unfortunately. It's going to be pretty hard to forget, honestly. So that's annoying. Right, let's go and explore the castle and monastery. Yeah, this one, hopefully we can get as far as to the actual end of the... might as well feed this one, doggo. Yeah, hopefully we can get to the end of the month with this one. I don't want to do the story mission, but yeah, it would be good to get as far as that. Okay, cool. This is not going to go even through bushes. Hey, Felix.
We defeated Lord Arundel. The Emperor must have been surprised. If we can keep up that fervor, perhaps we'll capture Fort Mercius and move on to the Imperial capital. We must not be overconfident, though. Yes, I concur. Humans and beasts are ultimately the same. When they're cornered, they lash out however they can. They fight for their lives. Who knows how the Emperor will lash out? We have to be careful.
Sure.
Humans and beasts...
We took quite the detour. It was time-consuming, but finally, we got the information we needed. We crush the Empire, we get Lady Rhea back. 2 birds, 1 stone. First, we take Fort Mercius. I'll put my heart in it. I'll crack them like a rusty helmet.
Do rusty helmets crack things a lot often? Apparently. What is Ultimate Sword Tournament is something that Felix could potentially win. For a Master Seal? I don't think so. I think I'd rather just...
Let's see.
What was that? Where is Gilbert? Yeah, where is Gilbert? Gilbert? You're not selling me out, are you now, Gilbert?
I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising. I thought we could be using attacks like that at this fortress. But I am hearing a different thing. A brute force attack with all of our power, yes? Attacks that are surprising are also safer. Attacking from the front is dangerous. But I will give you all of my fighting spirit, Professor.
Yes, and I'll give you all of my tactical acumen by charging straight in through the front door. Hopefully that's okay.
Let's see. My family made it through the conflict unscathed. Thank the goddess. It seems that Deirdre was the only place to really get caught up in the fighting. Did Claude intend to spare the Alliance territories from harm? If so, he's a truly admirable leader. Speaking of Claude, I wonder where he is.
Weird thing to say. But again, a lot of this, it's going to sound quite strange if you don't speak Japanese. Some of the interactions make more sense in the context of how Japanese people talk. It's yeah, in England.
I love a good fortress. The perfect place to hide. This one's impregnable too, isn't it? Perfect! As soon as we take it, I'll set up a special spot for Bernie.
If you do that.
I guess you have a point. What would you call it then? A little pregnable?
Sure. Just go with that. I knew that that wasn't the thing that we would get points up with her, but obviously it doesn't care.
Professor!
It
Good
doesn't
timing.
matter.
You have to talk some sense into my father.
I've been trying for
Recently,
ages.
He's been doing nothing but work himself to the bone. Even when he's taking breaks from training and errands, he's apparently listening to reports, day in and day out. He's getting on in years, you know? I just want him to take care of himself.
And that not really having like noticed that we're at war. Gosh, you really are working very hard. Maybe we should go on holiday. Just take a break from all this. Alright. I'm looking forward to drinking in whatever superb dialogue Squire has for us. Go on then, Squire, unleash it.
We're finally going to attack the Empire? I'm actually getting a little nervous. Please defeat the Emperor and save Lady Rhea. I'll be waiting here with all of the necessary preparations for a huge celebration.
Whether you win or lose. Greenhouse keeper. Yes, I'd like to do some gardening. Okay. That wasn't fantastic, honestly, but... I guess we go with the mixed fruit and amorphous. Yeah, we'll plant those and we'll cultivate them to this. Fantastic. Right, Lynn.
Attacking an impregnable fortress head-on is rather impressive. Or suicidal. Depends on the day, really.
No, it's just
You know
stupid.
Fort Mercius's nickname, I assume. The stubborn old general. It may be stubborn, but its age means it's gotta be hiding a few weak spots. Makes sense to aim for those areas.
Don't tell me what to do. Frontal assault. I'm sick of all these idiots around me suggesting that we shouldn't do this in the most difficult way possible. Where is your pride, honour, whatever? I find myself wondering at this point, like, and it really, like, as I say, that spoiler this morning is just like really has rubbed salt in a wound. This is it's dragging now. This playthrough, like. And I mean, and I'm talking about it dragging, and I'm still doing my habitual due diligence of running through every room. But yeah, I've got one eye on what we'll be doing next now after this, because okay. Oh, I've got some queen roaches. Yeah, like the mission difficulty.
Is it true Lady Rhea was taken to the Empire?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd they take Lady Rhea? Professor, they didn't take her to kill her, did they?
Maybe.
Yeah, good point. You gotta help.
Yeah, it's just starting to. I'm not going to feed every cat for the record. I'll do a few because the root steel is useful as when it comes. I'm gatekeeper.
Greetings,
Context.
Professor. Is it true that we'll be assaulting Fort Mercius next? That doesn't sound like the brightest idea.
Well, no, it's not the brightest
I've
idea.
heard that it's built to withstand an attack from even the largest of armies. Not to tell you how to do your job, but don't do it. I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes to everyone.
Yeah. It's like... Byleth. But yeah, whether or not to do something that's like more of a coherent narrative, or to approach, you know, go for something sort of tactic, like more, I don't know, like battle orientated.
You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you.
Right, I think
You have a good eye.
I will buy some of these.
You have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. You have a good. 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 A pleasure doing. Come again.
Because
This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes?
I mean, we've missed our last fistfuls of fish. I don't
think
really know if that's
This
going
one,
to
yes? I think this
achieve
one, yes?
much, but
I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes?
yeah, we'll
I
see.
think this one, yes? I 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 think. Return soon, please.
Yeah. Oh,
The merchants of Deirdre all have nerves of...
okay. Do. Okay, so. Right, fabulous.
Professor?
You know, Professor, laying siege to a keep is like asking a girl out on a date. First, you get past her defenses, then you make your move.
No.
Trust me, I know what I'm talking. Girls, I mean. Anyway, I figure you go after the main gate. Of course, you're making...
Yeah, okay. That was fairly horrible.
The Death Knight
Analogy,
is guarding
but-
Fort Mercius. The same one who was linked to Monica and to Flame's abduction 5 years ago. Anyway, he's one of the monsters responsible for Captain Gerald.
Definitely have to defeat him. Yeah, I'm going to have to defeat him irrespective of that, to be honest.
That reminds me. The Alliance dissolved so suddenly. Now there's widespread pandemonium. The Lords are warring. Mass confusion among the citizens. Or, that's what I expected to happen. None of that seems to be taking place. They had a roundtable meeting and talked it out. Everyone's dealing very calmly with the situation. I guess if Dimitri turns out to be a crazed despot, then there really will be chaos.
And that is...
But he's not gonna go crazy again. He's okay now, right?
Oh, God. Why are we even... Right.
My.
The Alliance has really been disbanded? I never thought such a thing could happen. As long as it doesn't negatively impact our lives.
With the Empire destroyed, with that, the rules of trade will change.
I was thinking...
Have you heard of the Crescent Moon War? Some 300 years ago, and the lords with blood ties to House Blathen took that chance to propose ruling the head of House Regan, led the Leicester They won independence.
And then Claude just gives it up. Yeah.
Weren't the Kingdom and Alliance once part of the same country? If you
Yeah.
think about it that way, I suppose the Kingdom was once part of the Empire as well. Even if Fodlan came together, I wouldn't be surprised if it fell apart again.
Sure.
Wake up, eat, train, eat, sleep. We gotta prepare for the assault. But that hasn't changed my routine. All that training and eating.
Right, okay. Fabulous.
Fort Mercius is next. It's a huge stronghold in my father's domain. I used to run around way back when a fortress was just a playground.
Yeah, those were the days. Right, okay, fantastic. Billion more teas of the Saints, not that we need it. Let's go up through this section, even though it's almost never got anybody in it these days. Fine. Oh, hello. Oh.
That's so.
It's got Ingrid in it.
Suspected. Lady Rhea was taken. We must get to the capital. I do wonder when Claude managed to learn. He's pretty shrewd. I can't help but admire him.
Yeah. Oh, you admire what?
I
What do
wonder
you
where
want?
Claude will go. From the sound of it, he's leaving Fodlin altogether. He was strangely gallant about the whole thing. Even left his relic behind. Elusive and mysterious to the end, isn't he?
Yeah, fascinating. Right, okay. That pack of cats has not been... it has been noticed. Not escaped my attention, I guess is what I could say. Okay, one is full immediately. This one, I think that... You might be able to check that. Looked like it could have been wood steel. Arcane crystals are a little bit. That's exciting. Looks like right. Right, yes, you. I mean, I don't think Black Sand Steel is actually really much use to us at all at this point because I think we could just buy that. To say nothing of smithing stones. Right, okay. Back to continue on our little jaunt around. Who is this? This is Merchant. Hi,
Traveled
Merchant.
to Kingdom territory. Apparently, supplies are needed.
That's fascinating. Good, we got that, whatever that was. So I didn't actually look at it. Yeah, it would be interesting to do all this, as I say, with like a sort of a minimum run of like get everybody killed and then not have to deal with any of this.
Has been taken to the... But why hasn't... If she intended to use her as a... We don't know what the Emperor's intention.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how sturdy they keep. If the commander defends... That's what they say, at least. All I know is, if I was the Emperor...
Yeah. Alright, well...
Hey!
Oh, quick glance up here. Not seeing anyone. Fine.
Hello there.
I've come here after getting chased out of the... But there are still many inside. I pray that one day...
Okay. I'll pray away. Eloise, you gonna amuse me?
So
Sometimes you
Lady
amuse
Rhea
me.
was in the Wish I'd known that 5 years. What we can't, will you see?
That was amusing for all the wrong reasons. Oh, I feel it.
The majority is with us. This conflict will end soon. That is true nobility. As war drags on, still, she will push to complete her mission, no matter how many...
Right.
Enough.
Professor?
We've fed enough dogs and cats. Go on then, since you just stood there. Oh, I've got a soft spot for him, haven't I? Did I get a smithing stone? So that wasn't worth it. Something else I didn't even see. Oh, that's pretty full. Okay, good. And let's stop here.
Death
Go on.
Knight. Going to fight the Death Knight.
Yeah, for about the 50th time.
You're right.
As I've said before, like I'm beginning to think he's called the Death Knight because he dies so often. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be an incredibly difficult encounter as long as Lysithea doesn't bring dark spikes.
Not much. I truly believe that.
But since she will bring dark spikes, I'm predicting that we'll one-shot him.
Even in the kingdom, only a few people. Me? I always knew those two to be like brother and sister. To think that we would come to see this world, where they are at war with one another. I live it, and can still barely imagine such a truth.
Yeah. Right, well. That's like just your opinion now.
The Death Knight. I shudder to think of him. Professor, you remember my connection to him. I am still working through the trauma from back then. All these years later, if we meet him, I swear I will have my revenge.
Yes, that's...
Fort Mercius is a keep that was constructed to defend the imperial capital, Embar. We cannot enter the capital without first capturing that fort. But once we have it, the city should be almost entirely, now that we know Rhea is there.
You see, this is like one of the things with Fire Emblem. Like, what's the like sort of subtext of the story? And like, you know, like something like, to me, you know, even though it's got quite a basic story, the Legend of Zelda series, at least the games I've played, like there's a lot of emphasis put on sacrifice. You know, and I think that like something like Final Fantasy VII is just really, you know, it's about being yourself. That's basically the overall subtext. But the Fire Emblems, like the subtext is just revenge. Go and get revenge, and it's like, well, not really sure that.
Really?
It's not exactly the most wholesome sort of narrative, is it? Yeah.
It appears that Claude has dissolved the Alliance. He's thrown away the pride of all the Leicester Lords who have walked the path of independence from Fargus for generations. I said from the start that he was not suitable to lead. Well, times have changed, haven't they? I suppose we can trust the kingdom now.
You are right, though.
Professor.
Also, Dimitri's just there.
We're in all-out war with the Empire. Are you prepared, Professor?
Well, what were we previously? Or what, like semi-out war, or like?
I'm glad to hear it. First, we capture Fort Mercius. As far as this army and I are concerned.
Now, Claude has stepped down from leadership. The lords of the Western Kingdom are beginning. The Empire is.
The other thing with this that like I don't. I really don't like the fact that Claude's just like, yeah, just give it all away, because like it's now becoming like almost like a conquest thing.
I'm reminded of another part of my past, riches and poverty, glory. That's how the past works, though, isn't it?
And this is something that happens on all. It's not too bad on the Golden Deer route, I would say, as I recall, but on all the other routes, it's like, are we the good guys? I'd like us to be the good guys, but
I wonder. Do you have a nickname? Indeed, a very seems Fodlands give everyone and everything a nickname. Myself, I have been called the father of
Christology. Yeah, okay, fantastic. Right, okay. No, let's not do that. Let us instead go here and run against a door for a little while. Apparently Marianne... Oh, she'll be on the bridge.
Hey.
Thank you.
Right.
Now that the Alliance has been dissolved, what will become of the nobility? No, my adoptive father knows how to get by. I'm sure he'll do well for himself in the kingdom.
All of Fodlan is going to change. I suppose I'll have to change with it.
Sure. Alright. Well, let's play the note game. Yep. Petra. Do we still care about this? I guess so.
I'll keep.
Maybe because maybe that was a misplay. That maybe she needs motivation to do it. So if she hasn't got motivation, then we should not be doing it. Right. Let us have a look at this.
Need something?
Oh, 100.
See you again soon.
Points behind. It's a shame that they're not like dishing out. I don't know if it's because we didn't pass that last one from Gilbert, but they don't seem to be dishing out quests anymore. Like we can see, we've got that gather the requested resources. Hey, Besto.
Perhaps something about Lord Arundel rubbed me the wrong way. There was something off about him. Not that I've ever heard anything good about him. Have you ever heard of the Harun family? Correct. Their lands are due south of the Ordelia territory. Since Edelgard's rule, Lord Arundel had been governing the territory. It seems like his reign was particularly cruel. The people there suffered greatly under him. He seemed to be a good and just person at one point. It simply doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe all this wasn't everyone's fault. Dun, dun, dun. Right, got anything in my bucket? No. Okay. I think that is everything done here, so let's go down. Oh no. Oh, we didn't go to the 3rd floor.
The Leicester Alliance is no. They write operas. Dimitri will be played by the most handsome act. What am I saying? Surely the most handsome man would play you.
Oh, thanks. Right, anyway, we'll go to the dining hall. We'll go and get these remaining supports up. Morale meals. I think that's just boosts to. Is it a boost to our own house? Yeah. Yeah, so like everyone. Right, okay, so what we want to do is prioritise people who are on the edge of stuff. I think Setith and Flame actually still have to go. So if we can get Setith and Flame, that would be nice. Let's start with... Okay, so we've got... Do you know what, I'm just going to do that.
Do you not enjoy?
Fine. Okay, so it didn't work, but never mind. What else have we got? Hanman and Manuela are done, aren't they? Yeah, best girl and either Lynn or Hanman. I think we'll go Lynn. So Daphne Stew would not do it. Trouble with these two is they're not terribly compatible. Is she before? No, okay. Right, it might be easier to do some of our house first, just to clear some folks off. Yeah, Felix Leone looks like a reasonable one. Do we have any Felix? Yeah, okay. Is Leone interested? She is. Okay, fine.
That looks delicious.
That looks...
Okay. Okay. So for all these morale meals, it doesn't look like they're doing a tremendous amount of good. Sylvain's actually nearly done. Ingas and Petra are probably ones we could prioritise. Ingas and Bernie. Can I get me an Ingas and Bernie? Nope. Nope. No. Gold herring? Nope. Fisherman's bounty. Would be superb if we could have got that, but no. Yeah, it doesn't look like these two are awash with compatibility, does it? Right, well, okay, let's forget about that. I guess we could do Ashland then. Oh, I mean, I suppose we're going to try and do Ashland then. That may not even be an option. Ash and that, yeah. Okay.
This look.
I feel like we should at least try. Okay, and that will be the final one for those two. Right, Petra. Petra Shamir could be interesting. Well, Petra Shamir, I will go with. Yeah, let's do that. Right, and then that should open up enough slots to have a chance of seeing if Lynn and Best Girl have any compatibility whatsoever. I have a feeling it's going to be dire times. Yeah. Lynn generally is, I don't know what foods he likes other than onion gratin soup. But yeah, he's proving a difficult one to crack, unfortunately. Flame we've already done. Alois, yeah, I'll take that. If we can get a Dimitri Alois. I don't want to use up that because that's this last one. Right, okay, maybe not Dimitri then. Right, Ingas, yes, Ingas and Bernie or Ingas and Catherine. So it's not there, it's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Oh, doesn't look like that's going to work out, does it? Right, okay, what about with Catherine? Actually, first off, let's start with some of these.
Eating food up.
I appreciate.
Right, well, we might as well do Best Girl and Hanneman, even though it gets a bit white knuckle at times. This is assuming, of course, that yeah. Okay, so we've got Best Girl there. Yeah, okay. It at least gets her motivation up as well. It would have been nice to get it with Lynn, but yeah.
Lysithea?
Hey!
Right. What does that leave? Dorothea and Lorenz, maybe? Let's just see what Dorothea's got. So she's part of Team Onion Gratin. So it's not looking good for the Onion Gratin team because lots of people need that. Lynn, Dorothea, Dimitri, Dedu. I think Dimitri Alois might be the one we go for if we're going to do that. Assuming he's here. He is. Alright, and then we probably want to get Mercedes on something.
Oh, this.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Mercedes has Ignatz. Okay. I think I saw a Mercedes Ignatz. No, I saw Ignatz. There it is. Okay. I don't think Sylvain's got anything, so I think Sylvain will just have to. We shall just have to play. Oh, Gilbert. Gilbert and Sylvain. Gilbert. Gilbert Manuel. I mean, we'll just see what Gilbert gets, really. Full menu. That is a fish sandwich, which is just perfect for these two miserable folks.
This is my...
This?
Right. Where was Sylvain? I feel like he was here. And he was. Okay. You were, in fact, here.
Anyway, of course.
Right, let me have a look at the lost items. I mean, it's all looking like Ignatz, really. Okay. I don't think any of these are. Yeah. Right. What does Sylvain like? Well, I'm glad that you asked. I think he likes board games.
Oh. Oh.
Alright, I think we're done here. Yeah, let's instruct manually. Right. I'm going to start with Gilbert because I dream of him one day being able to hit something.
Yep.
Best girl because always best girl, never not best girl. Yeah, good. Perfect should allow it to do this.
Gotta keep working hard.
Good. Even more power for her, which is fantastic. Petra's not too far off getting her sword up, and that would be very nice indeed. Good. Dorothea could get authority. Oh, she might. It's gonna be closer than things. She might make it. Inga's. I think we have to go bow with Inga's. Although it's going to be a long journey with her. Felix. Yeah, Felix with his sword. Good start.
Of course.
Okay, very nice. And then last and indeed probably least, I think we go Sylvain because if we can get well, that was pretty bad, wasn't it? Okay, fine. Begin training. You have a question? No. Won't hear any more of that from you, Cyril.
There's one thing.
Okay, didn't even get the animation, but still. Oh, we need to change Mercedes' goal.
Another gain from mortal rift.
I have much expertise now.
That'd be useful.
I am getting to the heart of
that will be useful. I don't think anybody... Oh, did we not watch the supports? Right, okay. No, that's custom focus. I want you to get reason. I think the rest really matters, but we'll put you on reason and authority. Right, sorry. Please enjoy, in inverted commas, these supports. We're starting high.
Just the man I was looking for. I wanted to thank you for your help.
My help? I'm not sure what you mean.
Don't tell me you've forgotten your help when the monsters attacked.
Ah, you mean the day you came up with those terribly hilarious jokes?
When you put it like that, I feel like you're the one who's kidding. Even I knew those jokes were awful. I was trying to think on my feet, to raise the soldiers' spirits.
Well, you certainly succeeded. Our journey home was much easier as a result. As for myself, I am not much of an orator. I could never have done the same in that situation.
You're the only reason the gags didn't fall flat. If you hadn't started laughing when you did.
Well, I admit the jokes themselves were perhaps not your best work. But there is no harm in that. Even when you stumble, your good humor brightens everyone's mood and wins their trust.
Yeah? You think? I never thought about it like that. But if you say so, maybe I do have a knack for this.
As one who is bound to lead, I could stand to learn a lot from you. I am often told by both friends and subordinates that I am without humor. Eloise, if you would be so kind, could you teach me to tell jokes?
Sure, I'm happy to help. If you want to be as lousy a joker as I am, you could surely find a better teacher somewhere else. In the stables, for example.
No. I would like to learn from you, Eloise.
I see. Well, I guess I can't say no. I hope you're ready to become a wizard of wit.
I will endeavor to be a good student.
Very good. That's what I like to hear. Soon you'll be cracking wise like there's no tomorrow. Everyone will think you're a pun in the neck.
I mean, that deserved a laugh. I thought that was reasonable. Speaking of the laugh.
Almost forgot how spooky this place is. I don't know if I can do this alone. No, I've got to. What use am I to anyone if I can't even handle an empty tower? Here goes.
The doll from my father must be in there, but I'm too scared to go looking for it.
Annette!
Ash, what are you doing here?
Oh, here, I got this for you.
My doll! You went back for it? But why?
Your father gave it to you. I know you said you'd throw it away, but you can't just toss out something so important.
Ash, thank you. I'm so happy. To be honest, I didn't have the courage to go back in there to get it myself. But thanks to you, I didn't have to. And you're afraid of ghosts, right? Were you okay in there all by yourself?
Well, not really. I tried my best not to think about it. My legs shook whenever I did.
Oh, poor Ash. You're safe now, I promise.
Knock it off, would you? I'm okay now. But I'm glad I could help you and see a smile on your face. Look at me, though. A grown man, scared of ghosts. Pathetic, right?
Yes.
No, I don't think that at all. I think you're something special, Ash. Really brave.
Yeah, that's the word
and all
I
for me.
use.
That wasn't an easy thing to do. I'm in awe of you.
Thanks. Maybe there is still hope for me as a knight.
Yes, I'll gladly attest to that. I'm sure you'll be a splendid knight. Maybe you'll even outdo my father.
Well, that's a frightening thought, comparing me to someone like Gilbert. But it's a happy one, too. It makes me want to work that much harder.
Well, I mean, the two people with similar levels of competence. Ingrid, Catherine, I don't have high hopes for this, but we'll see what happens.
Good work. Should we call it a day?
Thank you. Yes, let's. Catherine, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you something.
Let me guess. You're going to ask why you're so bad at predicting my attacks.
When I expect an attack from above, you surprise me from below. When I expect a jab, I get a sweep. You seem to anticipate my anticipation.
It's probably because you're a straightforward, honest person. You're reading my movements and trying to calculate what I'll do next.
That has always seemed the most sound strategy when engaging in combat, yes.
Right. Well, I take that anticipation and turn it against you. I use my eyes and the tilt of my sword to mislead you. Catching your opponent off guard is the trick to staying alive in combat. You've got to keep yourself alive if you want to protect Lady Rhea, right?
Your dedication to Lady
Lady
Rhea.
Rhea. Oh, yes, the one that we haven't done anything for 5 years.
You flatter me.
My dream is to become a knight and protect my king, no matter the cost. There is no greater purpose I can serve. Although your fealty is sworn to Lady Rhea, you are the ideal knight I aspire to be.
Admire me to your heart's content, but I'm...
Catherine, I'd be honored if you would make me your squire.
My what now? Oh, you're far too straight-laced to be my squire.
However you might judge me, I'm quite serious about this.
All right then, why not? Let's start by teaching you how to flirt with handsome men.
Pardon me? That can't possibly be where you want to start.
Nah, I was just kidding. I wish I knew how to flirt with handsome men. Instead, let's teach you to lighten up.
Ah, understood.
Yeah. Right, Lynn can sometimes be interesting. Lynn and Petra.
Linhardt, I have been waiting for much time. Please, watch me.
Watch what, Petra? Whoa! Hey, careful with that spear!
That would have been better if that was
How did you
time.
find that? I did more training.
Ah, you took my advice then. I will say, the problematic maneuver seems improved at least.
At least? It is still no good?
The spear isn't really my area of expertise, but I've seen enough training to understand the mechanics. I believe I can use that understanding to further help you improve your spear work.
My spear work?
Right. As I said, when you lift up and stab down, the momentum is ruined. You're trying to swing like a giant. You're not a giant, so that's a problem. So allow the spear's own momentum to do more of the hard work for you.
Spear momentum.
The spear is heavy. When you lift it up high, loosen your grip a little.
At the top of my swing, loosen my grip. And then the weight will carry it down?
Pro tip, if you're ever using the spear, don't do that.
Power into it, not only do you exhaust your grip, you tire yourself out. Got it? All that effort is taking its toll on me.
You are very clever. I wonder why you have hatred for training.
Because training is too much like fighting, and I'd really rather not fight. Also, I find training terribly dull. Anyway, good night.
He does not use his cleverness. It is a very big waste.
Yep.
I want you to use your power, Linhardt.
Well, I don't know. I like Lynn. Right, okay. So I think this might be useful in explaining some stuff, but it is going to be a little bit of a white knuckle ride.
Professor Hanneman, is this a good spot for this book?
That will do nicely, Lysithea. I'm sorry to trouble you with these chores.
It's no trouble. After all, it's proper etiquette for the young to help the elderly.
The elderly? I'm only... Ugh, never mind. How have you been feeling late? Anything worth mentioning?
I've been feeling well enough, all things considered.
You seem to be maturing remarkably. No doubt your well-being is due to the positive influence of your twin crests working in tandem.
Here he goes with the positive again. Looks like your research is more useless than I thought.
I may ignore your assaults on my age, but I will not allow unfettered attacks upon my research. What makes you think it's lacking? Surely you do not deny that your crest-related abilities exceed those of your peers. You are so far ahead of the others. Even the combined effects of the twin crests you bear do not fully account for that discrepancy.
You just can't see beyond the crest, can you? In all your research, haven't you considered that my abilities are a direct result of the effort I put in?
Of course I am aware that you are a hardworking student, but...
My efforts far exceed those of any other student. I place top priority on growing as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Is the ability to expend such incredible efforts, to be so focused and driven, is that not a form of talent?
It has nothing to do with talent. It's a question of sheer will.
Yeah.
I'm determined to succeed, no matter the sacrifice.
I see. But what drives you to such lengths?
I have goals, just like anyone. And precious little time in which to achieve them.
Little time?
The people who made me as I am informed me that my life would be drastically shortened as a result. A person bearing two crests against the will of nature itself. Well, clearly it can't be sustainable. As such, I don't indulge in the luxury of fantasizing about the future. I haven't got one. Knowing all this now, you still claim that my crests are something positive?
I cannot. Please understand. I had no idea.
I'll be leaving now.
Lysithea. So that is why you
were... Yeah. Like I say, best film. Right, okay. Let's have a save of the game just in case something awful happens and it crashes, but I think we are just straight off up to explore more stuff. I don't think there's any new dialogue, even if there is, I'm not entirely sure I can bring myself to care. Let us harvest this. Marvellous, it's a miracle bean. It's also some rather underwhelming crops, but oh well. Right, okay. What was the fishing thing? Fish of mystery. Right, okay, so we'll do some of the like we'll, oh god, we've got fucking loads of them. Right, fine. Yeah, we'll do this. Oh, do I even care? It's just so fucking boring. And it's actually quite hard on the bike, to be fair. Because, like you wouldn't think so, because the rhythm of the what you're looking at, what's on screen, is not the same rhythm that the pedals are going at. So yeah, that's hard. There's a fish of mystery. Oh god. Am I going to stop doing this because of the pedals? No, I'm going to keep going. I don't know how many of these I'll do, to be honest. Like it's it's pretty tedious, but yeah. I mean, I don't know as well with this, like whether or not you can get multiple goddess messengers. So that's another reason why it might be worth stopping quite early. Not that I exactly need much. And so, okay, well clearly that is not the case, so fuck. God, that's annoying. I think if we have these goddess messengers, though, like we're getting to the point where it may actually be worth cooking the decent meal for the stat bonuses, because we've just got so few of so few supports left. That sacrificing 1 point for a host of stat bonuses probably is worth it at this point. Unfortunately, there's also the not insignificant matter of caring. That's where the challenge lies. Not necessarily an intentional one. I just sort of accidentally caught it. Missing that might not be the worst thing in the world, because we do need the Queen Loaches in addition to the Bullhead, so it doesn't make any difference, we get the Bullhead anyway. Right, I think 3 of these in the inventory is more than enough. And I don't really care about the rest. We have some goddess messengers if that is needed or necessary. I will feed this particular cat, given that we've just picked up some bullheads. arcane crystals, very nice. I will feed this cat, and then after that, I think, yeah, go opt out. Right, okay, we've got some wood still for our troubles. Let's go to the dining hall. Let's have a look at the supports. Getting Seth's Flames is something I'd quite like to see. So, and I think one of these ones does it, doesn't it? New. Turnip thing. Oh. Pickled seafood and vegetables, sure.
Do you?
Cool. Is that them done? Nope. Right. Sylvain was like one away from. Oh, Leone. Okay. Yeah, fine. Do that if we can. Not seeing Leone there. Not seeing Sylvain there. Cabbage on your fish sandwich, anyone? Very good.
That looks.
Yeah.
Very nice. Felix only has those two, and they've both been used up, so it's none for Felix. Annette has most folks. Oh, let's go back to, I guess, Best Girl and Hanneman. Although Best Girl's kind of hard to find, so maybe Hanneman's not, so maybe we'll leave that. What do Annette have? Annette Casper, possibly one. She's actually got that. Is this? But Hanneman's not in that. But I don't think she's got full with Lynn yet, has she? Couldn't think of it. No, right, okay, let's do that one. Lynn Hart and Jessica. Okay.
This is my
eating.
Good. No support things, but I'll get that every time. Inga's. Inga's Catherine or Inga's Bernie. Inga's Catherine. It's not particularly interesting, but it does get her up a support level.
Eating food always.
I appreciate.
Cool beans. Supports. Who's actually on our thing? So Felix can't get anybody anyway. Dorothea and Petra. Petra could get Casper or Ash. Ash. There's actually be the last of our fish sandwiches, but you know what? I will waste that on Petra and Ash.
This looks still.
I would be.
Right, good. And then Dorothea. We wanted to get up. Dorothea and Lorenz would be perfect, but I don't know if that is an option. I don't know, in actual fact, if we've got anything at Dorothea. No, we're going to get a bit limited from here on out. Gilbert is around. Bernie is around. Right. Well, Gilbert we want to do because of this. So Gilbert and Manuela, Alois, Catherine. Actually, really, or any of the teachers, honestly. We'll go for this just because Alois I tend to find his things least painful.
This is my...
Oh, my face!
It might be good having Misery Guts Gilbert get cheered up by Alois. Dorothea had very little on, didn't she? So a bit stuck there. Bernie... Bernie Raphael, I wouldn't mind. Do we have... is that an option for us? Bernie... No, not Bernie Raphael. Okay. What other things has Bernie got? Yeah, it's not looking great for her either, is it? I guess we've got Bernie... Ferdinand, was he in there? No. Kind of a bit unstuck, unfortunately, for Bernie. Ignat, Hilda, Marianne. There's probably some things here within the Hilda tree, isn't there? Yeah, we could go Ignatz or Marianne with Hilda. I think maybe we'll do Ignatz and Hilda has a certain charm to it, so let's do that. And then maybe we can do Marianne and Raphael.
Yeah.
Okay. Where was it? Marianne. Oh yeah, okay, Marianne, Raphael. Fairly easy.
This.
I like the.
I feel like I've had them eating a lot before, and yet no support coming. Right, what? First off, what have we got? It's kind of the dregs at this point. I can see Lorenz. Anybody? Mercedes, Felix, and Dedu, and Annette for Lorenz. This is not going to be a guaranteed one. Seeing Mercedes. So Lorenz Mercedes looks like it'll be one. Okay.
This is my.
I did not.
Fantastic. And then, I mean, Annette Ferdinand is basically where we're going with this. Like what's... Annette, do you have any... Casper... Annette and Hanneman. That seems right up. No one street. Right, okay. Yeah.
This.
Oh, okay, good. Good for you. And we do get a thingy, but first off, let's just go and find our missing two. That is Dorothea and Felix. And I can't remember where... Oh, Dorothea's up top, isn't she? God knows where Edgelord is. Right. Come, Dorothea. I have hair clips for you.
Incredible. The less they write to me. What am I saying?
Do you not have... Yeah, okay, fine.
Are you...
Yeah, fine. No.
Are you...
All yours. Right, okay. And then Felix answers on a postcard the usual address for where he is. Training? Yeah. I don't know. What's he want? I think we might want general crap for him. Actually, hold on. Lost items. Maintenance order.
I know nothing.
No.
use it. Who knows?
Right, okay, so Felix. Hunting dagger. That'll work. And probably a whetstone, I think, would be Felix's job. No! It was not. Right, okay, we'll have some tables. Alright, okay, let's watch the support for Annette and Hanneman. Hold on to your hats, it's always cringy.
And that should explain it. Did you understand all of that, young Annette?
I did. Thank you very much. Oh, but I was also wondering about this part here. It seems a bit off.
Questioning something like this is proof that your understanding has grown. Most impressive. Sit there, and I'll put this on the blackboard so you may copy it into your notes for later study.
Wonderful. I can't wait.
I believe that should explain everything, yes? Any further questions?
None. Thank you so much. I feel so great. I'm really sorry for taking up so much of your time, though.
Not at all. Not at all. Your intellectual curiosity is marvelous to see. And you have a top-notch character. Keep on as you are, and I sense a bright future for you.
Really? That's so nice of you to say. I'll do my best. I'm honored to be your student.
If only your friends would learn from your example.
I'd be honored to be my student.
A classroom full of attentive, studious pupils would be quite refreshing after all these years. Have a good evening, Miss Annette, and do not hesitate to ask any other questions.
I won't, thank you. Goodbye for now.
I won't thank you.
Wait, you'll trip if you leave like that.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Oh, Annette. Right, okay. Let us do another save of the old game, just in case. Always want to save after fishing, just in case. You know, the worst happens, we have to do it again. Struck manually. Right, we have to hope for a good harvest from the garden because we're running very low on food. We might have to find other things to do with our time. Oh, we didn't go to the cathedral and do the choir thing. Not that it massively matters. Well, never mind. Right, okay. Gilbert is bound to get roped in at some point, so
I appreciate.
Let's do this in the hope that he might one day potentially hit something. Vesco is such a long way off. Like, she's such a long way off. I don't even know if it's necessarily worth it for her. Petra, like, I don't know if we gain much by her doing flying, but since it's there, I might as well. Inga's definitely bow. That is a high value thing for us.
That was. I appreciate.
Annette Mercedes don't care. Sylvain, absolutely hammering that to get it up. But
wow.
I mean, I can't ask for more from you, Sylvain. That was a really good session. Felix getting to S rank on swords is absolutely worth a look in. Okay. That was okay. Dedu at this point, yeah, he's a long way off being there. Dorothea could get authority up, I suppose. So that's now A, which will let her get the better things that exist at the top there. since I'm here, I'll put some points there, but I don't expect to see much from it. Is there anybody else who... I don't really... Yeah, I don't really know that I care about too many of the others. I guess Mercedes... Yeah, we'll do Mercedes just because Mercedes isn't... like, she's getting dropped from fights now. So something to boost her is probably worthwhile. We'll begin training. They'll tell me what to do. Yeah, come on. Alright, are we going to get the animation this time?
We had a great result.
But we do get some money, and she got some more flying, which is always nice. Sylvain not far off at all. Lynn gets the flying thing, which is something. And then he gets that, which nobody really asked for or cared about.
Let's put this to the test. Let's put it to the test.
To be fair, actually, Gilbert might be certification ready now. Oh, he's still not fucking completed it, that's why. Okay, what's this? Just to see. Okay, so he's getting there. We just need to make sure that he's attached to someone. Right. I mean, I guess we're just exploring then, aren't we? Right, what did we get? That is really quite bad. And will absolutely come and bite us in the backside, I'm afraid. Okay. Right. So we'll go to the cathedral, but we only... If people haven't got the required motivation, there's not much point. I think it was the lesson from last time. So it won't be Dorothea. It won't be Mercedes. It will be Best Girl. And who else? Faith? I guess Annette? Or actually, no. Let's do Lysithea and let's do Linhart, because it will also boost their relations. So.
Singing with...
I may sound...
Okay, cool. Right. One note, which we'll do just for fun. That is Eloise, who's riding schools and who's ultimate reigns supreme. I'm choosing to ignore your puns. Didn't think that was going to work, but sometimes you just got to do it for the joy of it. Right, okay. The hunting festival is today, and that means a benefit to absolutely no one. Right, poultry we still have plenty of. Let's see what the other thing was, because maybe we used up all of that. I don't really keep track of the food. I think there's actually some in the secret shop as well.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You have a
Yeah.
A pleasure doing come again.
Because it wouldn't surprise me if the wild game is secret shop by Holloway.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Sure
Come back soon.
Yeah. Does getting that wild game open up anything here? Not a damn thing. Right, this is going to be a pretty lousy one, unfortunately. And we actually, oh god, we'd have to do more fishing again. Right, Mercedes has Lorenz, Ignatz, Alois, and Cyril. Where is it? Where's it gone? Mercedes, Ignatz, Cyril. I don't feel we have a lot of, so I'll do that.
This is so.
Right. Who else? Who is in this one? Inga's, Petra, Raphael, Ignatz. Okay, and like, right. Okay, so firstly, like, yeah, we can just do. I guess first we'll start with Inga's just in case she's got something down here, but she doesn't. So, oh, she could get Catherine. Was Catherine an option? She was, okay.
Eating food all.
I agree.
Right, what else was there in the Fisherman's Bounty? Raphael, Ignatz, and Marianne. Raphael and Ignatz is absolutely an option. Well, I guess they can all do stuff, can't they? Well, let's do Raphael, Marianne.
This.
I like.
Okay, that's very nice. Getting the support. Right, Fisherman's Bounty. Ferdinand, Petra. It's got and then Ignatz. Yeah, okay, fine. So Ferdinand, Petra. I don't think they're. Oh no, they are at full, aren't they? Bollocks.
Delicious.
I would.
I shouldn't have done that. Never mind. At least it got Petra up. And then Ignatz, Hilda. Sorts that out.
This food.
Yep.
Right. That leaves in Fisherman's Bounty. Dedu. Oh, Gilbert Alois. Straight in. Cheer him up, the miserable bastard.
This is my.
Boom.
Right. Best Girl and Lynn.
This is my.
Eating.
What else do we have? Sylvain and Flames went to its conclusion. Dorothea Burney. Yeah, why not? Gets Dorothea up a thing as well. And do you know what I'm going to try and do? I'm going to take Felix in. And I'm going to let him have a pop at. Oh, we've got Best Girl. Yeah, I'm gonna take him for a go on the training thing. Not because I want the Master Seal, but because it might give renown. And like we need like 100 renown, which would I assume be what we'd get if we get it. to get up to the next thing. I can't remember if it does. Okay, that's really bad. Right, okay, really terrible start, Felix, but never mind.
You haven't earned my pity.
Okay. Well, I guess that's where I'm using the heal.
Alright, next.
So we're basically... Would you get 2 heals? Okay. Right. Oh, you do get 2. Okay. Right, okay. I need you to get a crit. Oh, I'm not going to get a crit here, right? Maybe just like dodge
right,
1.
Next.
Right, okay, Falcon Knight. This is going to be around this, isn't it? Okay. Felix. Okay, you need a hit. Okay, good.
It was meant to be.
Yeah. I remember when I used to do these not knowing that you had the... fair play, Felix. You've done it. You didn't dodge a single frigging one, but you did that. Right. For our troubles, so what? We got like a couple of thousand things. Yeah. But new renown. Okay. And on the goals thing, Felix and Sylvain both need cheering up. It wasn't a whetstone. We learned that last time. Training weights, possibly?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's nice. Right, and then Sylvain was in the here. And it's one of those stupid, expensive board games
of course.
that do very little.
Oh.
Yeah, she can have that. Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Right, okay, we'll have enough renown next time, and let's do these supports. So, Lynn Besco, what does this look like?
You seem to have lined up your desserts very meticulously.
What you see before you, Lysithia, is a life choice.
Oh, really?
The most skilled pastry chef in the army has been asked to do the impossible in the heart of wartime. Source high-quality ingredients, employ advanced baking methods, and create these 2 pastries.
Wow, you've put a lot of thought into this. May I?
Of course. You can have but one, though. And it should be noted that they taste completely different. I thought I'd split them between us, seeing as they were made so carefully and are so very, very special.
Ah, thanks. So, what exactly is the life choice you mentioned? Also, if you are not partaking, I'll just go ahead and eat them both.
Oh no. For you see, if you eat one, you simply cannot, must not, eat the other. Should you eat both, a pair of ingredients, one in each pastry, will combine to poison you.
That seems unnecessarily intense. Just one won't kill me then?
Of course not. But making this choice means you will not be able to taste the second dessert. Ever. No matter what I tell you, you'll never know which one tasted best. And if you are underwhelmed by your choice, you'll regret your decision forever.
So, I should just pick one and be done with it.
But you've already chosen, haven't you? Not between the pastries, but your life paths. You would gamble on the chance of living a long life, even if it meant losing your 2 crests, correct? Hence my current choice.
Wait, whose choice are we talking about now?
A shortened lifespan doesn't necessarily mean a short life. Even with 2 crests, you might live a long time. And with you around, the study of crests will undoubtedly reach previously unimagined levels. On the other hand, getting rid of them could help someone that I care about. Maybe. Or maybe it won't help at all. Unfortunately, one never knows until they eat the pastry. Even then, you can never taste them both.
That's a really shit analogy.
Do you mean to tell me you care about me? Since when?
When indeed. You are someone I care about, though. So much so I wish we could be family, you and I.
Family? That escalated rather quickly. Although, having more family does sound nice.
Anyway, I need to be going. Oh, and feel free to eat the pastries. I made up the poison bit because I didn't know how else to say what I wished to say. And because, well, because I believe there are choices we can make where you can have both. I'll show you somehow, before the war is over.
Are you sure these aren't poisoned? Linhardt, wait! Wait!
So,
Professor?
either you, like, you have a choice between... It's just stupid. It's just a bad piece of, like, yeah. The analogy's terrible. In 3 houses.
Hello, Byrne. Oh no, what did I do this time?
But actually, just before like we proceed on this, just to reiterate this, how amazing it is that a game as badly written as 3 Houses still now, like I'm not worn down by it. You know, I'm still expecting it to be better than it is, and you know, maybe that says something about me, sure, but it's also like it's something kind of telling in the game, I think. Anyway, back to these two.
Is this your revenge? No, not at all. I just want to talk. If you promise not to resort to violence, I'll do whatever you want. Byrne, I've just been worried about you, that's all. When I said I was your friend, you ran away, saying something about your father. Remember?
Vaguely?
I know you've lived through some bad times. If you could tell me about it, maybe I could help?
Oh, I don't know.
Please. Your father's not here now. Whatever it is, you're safe to tell me.
All right. My parents told me never to befriend a commoner. They said commoners are scum, and that they'd crush any that tried to come near me.
Hang on, scum? They called me, commoners. They called us scum?
Yeah, but once, a long time ago, I did secretly make friends with one. A boy. When my father found out about him, he disappeared the very next day. I heard he was found beaten half to death. I never saw him again. Since then, I've been terrified of making friends with anyone. Commoners especially.
I never knew that kind of thing really happened. You hear stories, sure, but... Oh, Byrne, I'm so sorry. I'm proud to be your commoner friend. Hey now, relax. There's nothing to bawl about. If your dad tried to beat me up, I'd return the favor and then some.
Return the favor?
When I was in the opera, you better believe I had run-ins with the most wicked, terrible men. I survived kidnappings, attempted murders, all kinds of stuff. But you know what? I broke those guys' arms. Snap! It was a thank you for all the trouble they went through trying to hurt me.
You're incredible, Dorothea.
So, now that you know I can defend myself, can we be friends, Byrne?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so maybe, you know, obviously the delivery struggles, and this is like it's one of the curses of how you do voice acting for things like this, that everything becomes quite sort of rigid one person speaks and the next person speaks, and that doesn't always work well for things like that. But I think the writing of that, you know, that wasn't bad. I'll take that. Right, this will be an interesting double act.
Hey, Marianne, what you eating? Mind if I join you? I'm starving.
Huh? Oh,
All my favorite dishes are on the menu today. I might have grabbed too much. You want some?
no thanks.
All you've got on your plate are leaves. Are you sure that'll fill you up?
I'm done eating now. I have to go.
Huh? You're already done eating? But there's still food on your plate. Hey, Marianne! Huh. Maybe she's not feeling well. I should probably go check on her later.
Oh, is that so? I'm so happy you found all of that food. A little gray starling told me that you can find berries if you fly out toward the mountains.
Oh, I found Marianne.
So,
I didn't know she spent her time here.
Okay, so I want you to, we don't normally do this, but just for the purpose of this, imagine Marianne, we're not in a cutesy anime adventure, imagine Marianne is just insane, it's just talking, hearing voices from the birds.
Sounds like she's talking to someone.
What's that? That might be tricky. I guess you could try it if I'm already there. Otherwise, you might get locked in.
Hey, Marianne, who are you talking to? Huh? Whoa, the birdie flew off.
Yes, it looks like he has. What are you doing here, Raphael?
You were acting a little strange when we were eating earlier, so I wanted to check on you. I was worried.
That's sweet of you, but I'm fine.
Are you sure? Well, that's good to hear. As long as... Wait a minute! Were you just talking to a bird?
Excuse me?
I knew it! You can talk to birds! I'm right, aren't I?
Technically, anyone can talk to birds.
Yes.
That's incredible! This place is full of interesting folks, but I didn't think anyone spoke birdie.
No, that's not it. This bird just happened to be speaking human.
Amazing! I hope I get to meet a bird who speaks human one day.
But for now, I'll just hold this invisible roll of carpet. Do we have any more? No. So, we can end today's free time, and we'll watch the story thing, and then... Oh no, apparently we won't watch the story thing. It'll just go straight to it. Okay, that's all dealt with. Might as well just do this now, just because... Oh, yeah, actually, that's something that we should be doing. Whoa! Oh, we actually do need to sort some of this. Talisman, resistance by 2, yeah, okay, so use that, please, Byleth. Rocky Burdock, yeah, use that, please, Byleth. Premium Magical Herbs is not for you. Miracle Bean, use this. This is all... right, okay, I think I might spread out Golden Apple to someone else. I don't need that. Not Dimitri, because he's already got that high enough as is. Felix is a fairly charmless man who doesn't do terribly well terribly often. You are a better candidate for that. And then, do we spread it across other people? No, we just pour it all into Lysithia because she is best girl. Right, okay, cool. Let's have... Yeah, okay, so go back to the marketplace, go to the blacksmith. So firstly we need to repair the Sublime Creator sword. Needs Umbral Steel, that's... I'm assuming that we can't... Oh yes, okay, no, just do that. Iron Gauntlets Plus. Nice and easy. And 3 as well. Hypothetically, oh yeah, just do it. Nothing there looking particularly high priority. 30's not going to be using that, so we don't need to worry there. Oh, you, yeah. Cool. Just sort of thinking with her, like, what's the price? Because we've got like tons to spare. So at this point, maybe it makes more sense to do it like that. She's already got a brave bow. Oh, she hasn't got a brave bow. I think we do that. And this, yeah, we might as well forge that. That actually makes it look pretty decent, to be fair. Right, Gilbert is part of the problem that you've just got, like, I suppose it doesn't make much difference, does it? Like, Bolt Axe could become Bolt Axe Plus, which gives it more range, I guess, whatever. Steel Axe could become Silver Axe, which is just better in almost every respect, so let's do that. Silver Axe could, if we were being particularly gnarly, we could do that. I don't think it really matters most of the time for him anyway, but we'll let it get used a little bit before we dive into that. Inga's, everything you've got, you've sort of got, and it's good to go. The Wodao doesn't get any better than it is. Okay, fine. Can we inventory items? Mercedes trade with Felix. Give him the Wodao. Right, and I think that's a pretty good spot to leave it on. Right, it's going to be a slightly shorter episode, but I still think an hour and 40 is a reasonable time, given we've done some other cycling and stuff of that ilk. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this rather average episode. The end is in sight now for Fire Emblem, so yeah. I will accidentally press that button. No, I will see you next time. Bye bye bye.